What's up? So today I'm going to be taking you guys through my shoulder and tricep workout. I'm just doing triceps because I totally forgot to do them on my other back day. So we're going to do shoulders and triceps today. This is going to be an in-depth video on what I do for my training, how to do it, and why I do it. So let's take it through it.
Alright, so for the first movement, you can see me just doing some banded pullovers. I like to do these every shoulder and chest day. It's just going to warm up my rotator cuffs, get some blood flowing in the right muscles, and as you can see, the glutes are looking fucking fantastic right now. So yeah, I recommend you do these before you actually touch any weights. It's just going to get you in the right place and build that mind-muscle connection. So for the first actual weighted movement, you can see me doing just some side lateral raises. I like to do these for a couple sets of 15 to 20. And when you do these, try to think about retracting your scapula and your elbows touching the ceiling. Those are some cues that I like to use. And these aren't actually to break down any muscles, but just pre-exhaust them for the first workout. Just get some blood flowing in the shoulders, so when you do that first heavy compound movement, you can actually feel the muscles being used. So for the first movement of the workout, we're going to be doing seated Smith machine overhead press. I like to do the Smith machine version over the barbell just because with the barbell, you have to use a lot of other muscles and joints to kind of stabilize the weight. And I like to do it versus the dumbbell because with the dumbbells, you only have the option to go 5 pounds up and 5 pounds down. So with the Smith machine, you don't have to stabilize the weight as much, and you also can progress 2.5 pounds a week. I think it's a really great movement to progressively overload on, and there's a lot of room for growth. Now when doing a compound workout that allows you to go heavier, I like to do 3 to 4 sets, maybe sometimes even 5, to actually warm up for my top set. So for my first working set, or the set that's actually going to start breaking down the muscle, I'm doing 190 pounds and I'm going anywhere from the 6 to 8 rep range. I feel like this is a great rep range when you're in your off season and you're trying to build as much strength and muscle as possible. And when I'm doing this workout, I like to keep my elbows tucked in, and I like to go at least to my chin. If I can go below the chin, that's great. I think you get a greater stretch on the top and the side of your delt. But if you can't, it's totally understandable because for this top set, you're trying to go heavy and you're just trying to push the weight. Moving on to the second set, I'm doing the same exact weight, 190 pounds, but the rep scheme is going from 6 to 8, from 8 to 10. I just happen to get 8 this exact same time. For the third and final working set of this workout, the reps are going to change from 8 to 10. To 10 to 12. I kind of overestimated my strength on this last workout and only got 9 reps. If this happens to you, just try to take a rest period and go for 1 more rep, but if you can't, just keep the same weight and try to overload the next week. For the second shoulder workout, I'm going to pick side lateral raises with the dumbbells just because you can cheat a little bit on these, but you can also control the weight if you pick the right way. The rep scheme through this workout is going to be 3 pretty heavy sets of 12 to 15. I personally like to go on the higher rep side of this, so about 14 to 15 reps, but on the third set, we're going to up the weight and we're going to go lower in reps for about 10 to 12. The reason I do it on the third set is just because my shoulders and my rotator cuffs are already so warm at this point, I have a lesser chance of injuring them. For the cues on this workout, we're going to use the same exact cues when we did warming up. You just want to keep your arms slightly bent, almost at a 90-degree angle, and you want to think about your elbows leading the lift and keeping all the tension on the top and the side of your delt. Don't worry if you can't go too heavy on these, just go pretty slow and just try to feel the burn on the side and the top of your shoulders. If you guys have ever used the machine version of this, close your eyes and think that you're using the machine, and I promise you, you should get a pump that's so just sharp and painful in your shoulders, but in a good way, that you should barely be able to do the last couple reps.
I took 2 fucking scoops of psychotic, and holy fuck, dude. I'm bucking. Just look at my fucking eyes. I'm fucking bucking.
For the third shoulder workout, we're going to be doing our only rear delt workout, which is going to be the reverse seated pec deck shoulder fly. Now the reason I only do 1 rear delt workout on my shoulder days is just because when I do my back days, my rear delts get used so much that I only feel like I need 1 workout on my shoulder days to grow them. Now you can substitute this workout with any other rear delt workout, and those could be face pulls, bent over metal flies with the dumbbells, or even rear delt cable pullovers if you're weird and you like those. Now when we're doing the rear delt variation on the pec deck fly, I think it's best that you have your butt scooted back a little bit on the bench and you have your chest pressed against the back pad. Now this is going to allow all your front delt and everything else to be taken out of the movement, and all the stress is just going to be put on your rear delt and your traps where you want them. Now again on this, we're going to be doing 12 to 15 reps, and I like to go higher on the rep scheme, so anywhere from 14 to 15 reps. And on the last set, if you would like to, and if you have it in you, you should drop the weight after doing this set and do a drop set of anywhere from 8 to 10 reps, and just keep the intensity super high on these because it's your only workout, so you want to make it last. Boom. Just like that one, our last shoulder workout. We're going to be doing front shoulder raises on the cable machine with a straight bar. These are going to work your front delt and a little bit of your top delt. Now these are going to give you a pump that lasts forever, so be careful. We're just going to be trying to go for 12 to 15 reps, preferably on the higher side because you are going to be gassed since it is your last workout. And with these I like to go relatively lighter in weight, anywhere from 80 to 100 pounds, depending on the reps of course. With this workout I like to pull the bar up, tuck my shoulder blades back and retract my scapula, and then just pull the bar as high as I can to the ceiling. Make sure that you're using time under tension so you really stretch those muscle fibers out and just build a good contraction. On your last couple reps you are going to get maybe a little sloppy and have to cheat the weight up, but that's what it's all about. For our first set of only 2 tricep workouts, we're going to be doing 2 sets of 10 until failure with skull crushers. Now I believe that every tricep day you should try to have at least one over the head skull crushing type of movement, whether it's going to be with a free weight or on a cable machine. Now I think that over the head movements are great for building strength and especially for adding on raw size. The reason I'm choosing this variation with the skull crusher is just because when I use free weights I feel like a lot of the stress is put on my joints rather than the muscle tissue itself. By no means do I think my triceps are lacking body part, but with this cable variation I feel like it's a lot easier to control the eccentric movement, but it still allows you to go heavy without hurting your shoulder and elbow joints. A couple of cues I try to use when I'm doing this workout is on the eccentric movement I really try to keep my elbows tucked in towards my ears, and when I squeeze at the top I'm really trying to feel my long head of the tricep. Now the last tricep workout is going to be tricep pushdowns with the tricep bar. Now I love this workout because it allows you to squeeze the lateral head of the tricep, which is going to be the part of the arm that gives you the fat look. The rep scheme on this is going to be 12 to 15 reps with exploding on the concentric and really focusing on stretching the lateral head on the eccentric part of the movement. Now that is considering time under tension. On the third set of this workout, I'd like you to drop the weight and try to do a drop set, really squeezing and trying to get 8 to 10 reps. Now with this workout at the end you might find yourself bent over and using a little bit of your front delt to get the weight down. So if this does happen to you, I recommend you just reset and try to keep your elbows locked in next to your body at a 90-degree angle, really stretching out the tricep and focusing on the push. Now this is absolutely optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but at the end of my tricep workouts I really like to do at least one isolation movement in just 1 or 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps, super lightweight. And for this I like to do the reverse grip tricep push down with a single arm. You can do this just with no attachment and just pulling the cable straight down, but I think it's a great workout to just isolate all the parts of your tricep and just, you know, get a good pump. And this is going to be the result of the workout. Hopefully it went well for you guys as it went well for me. Make sure you drop down in the comments and let me know what kind of video you guys would like to see next, and check out the Instagram as I'll leave it down there too. Until next time, this is going to be Liam. Peace.